Hello, everyone. My name is Sherry Freddo. I'm the president of the Professional Doll Makers Art Guild. Today we are honoring one of our fellow artists who's no longer with us, Roxanna Sullivan. She's very well known in the industry, and today she is receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award. And we have with us her family, including her daughter Alana, her husband Kurt, her son Jimmy, and her daughter Carrie. And Peggy McChesney is our vice president, and she's going to be presenting the award today.
Thank you, Sherry. I wanted to start this off just talking a little bit about Roxanna. I didn't know Roxanna real well, but I am honored to be a part of presenting this Lifetime Achievement Award. She so richly deserves to each of you. Before talking about her professional accomplishments, I would just like to take a moment to talk about her as the wonderful person she was in the art community. I met her once at the Quinlan Doll Show and walked away that weekend thinking she was such a loving, caring person, and I hoped I would get the opportunity to meet her again. I base my opinion not only on my own interactions with her, but also with her daughter, Alana, and so many of the other doll makers she had known for years. There was no doubt in my mind she loved and cared for those around her. It was so apparent in the way she looked at people and in her eyes. And then when I saw all the testimonials to her on our private Facebook page for professional doll makers, people used words such as kind, helpful, wit, humor, generous, smiles, laughter, beautiful soul, and one of my favorite, friend. So many called her friend. I guarantee she is missed, and there are so many people who think of her often as they continue their art journey. Her influence will last forever. I would now like to go on to some of her professional accomplishments, and it's a lot. So it's going to take me a little bit to go through this, but I love every minute of it. Roxanna started sculpting in 1990, in porcelain, 1989 in porcelain, and later mastered polymer clay in one-of-a-kind limited edition pieces. She spent 30 years doing freelance work for private collectors, attending shows, and teaching students her knowledge of sculpting. In 2011, she took a volunteer position as the international editor for Pretty Toys magazine in order to be able to publish up-and-coming artists in the industry. I was one of them, and I was so proud to be in that magazine. And these were for artists from around the world who were trying to break into the field of doll making. She then decided to tackle the fine art industry, which had a difficult time recognizing doll artists as legitimate artists. And Roxanna, always determined to get something done, went in and was juried in the San Diego Museum of Art, Artists Guild, the Spanish Village, and the San Diego Sculptors Guild. She broke that barrier. Her artwork was shown in the following fine art galleries: Panic Museum in Czechoslovakia, Gina M.W. Gallery, Long Beach, California, SDSG Gallery, San Diego, California, On the Edge Gallery, La Mesa, California, Susan Quinlan Doll and Teddy Bear Museum, Santa Barbara, California, Paradise Galleries, and Celebrity Doll Museum, Las Vegas. She received multiple awards over multiple years to include Doty Industry Choice, Doty Public Choice, Dolls Award of Excellence, Donors Award, San Diego Museum of Art, Artists Guild, and our own prestigious PDMAG Pinnacle Award for all the work she did to teach others. Her professional affiliations included San Diego Museum of Art Artists Guild board member, San Diego I'm sorry, San Diego Sculptors Guild, International Artist Doll Registry, United Federation of Doll Artists, Pretty Toys Magazine International Editor, Odaka member, Professional Doll Makers Art Guild Certified Master Artist. She was published multiple times in many magazines to include Dolls, Pretty Toys, Art Doll Quarterly, Discover Dolls, Doll Reader, Doll Making, Doll Life, and our magazine, the International Doll Artist magazine. All I can say is our industry is blessed to have Roxanna Maria Sullivan as a fellow artist. And on behalf of our guild and our president, Sherry Fredo, who was a close friend of Roxanna's, I would like to present you the Professional Doll Makers Art Guild Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations. Sherry?
This is our second Lifetime Achievement Award. So we're very fortunate to have her on the list. Is there anything you'd like to say?
I think, my siblings and my dad and I have talked a lot about this. This is a very monumental moment for our mother and for our family. She had two great loves of her life. One was her family, and we're very blessed to be representing that today, be representing her. And the other was her art. All three of us, and my dad included, have our memories of our mom working meticulously for hours. And she would often say she got lost in time working on her creations and creating stories and working on the detail. And when she would go on the road to these shows and talk so fondly of her fellow artists, she always spoke with such admiration and respect. And oftentimes she felt like she wasn't good enough to be in the room with a lot of these artists. She was very humble, very hardworking, extremely creative. And she taught us to see life through an artist's eye, to see the creativity in everything, from music to food to dancing. And I know this was a huge accomplishment for her, a huge goal and a huge dream for her. We're very grateful to have that connection to all of you, to all of the artists through her work. One of the things that she told us years before she passed and what she wanted her legacy to be was very simple. It was just to be remembered. And so through this honor and through this Lifetime Achievement Award, you have ensured that her art legacy can be remembered forever through her pieces. And so for that, we are very, very grateful. Thank you very much. We wish our mother was here to receive this today. But we very proudly accept this on her behalf. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Carrie. This is the
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, wonderful.
Very
Well said.
so you'll each have. Well, thank you so much. You can watch this during our convention, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of remarks on her Facebook page. I went in last week and missed her and sent her a note.
Yeah.
We didn't want to announce it here, Sherry, because we were still working out some of the details as family. We didn't want it to take away from this amazing honor, but we'd love to in the coming months, or perhaps the next year, when we're hopefully all out of this and back in person. Thank goodness you didn't do this in person though, because this is a mess. So but we would love to work with you guys on how we can develop a scholarship in our mother's honor to be given throughout your magazine to help artists. We know the costs that are involved in setting up and attending a lot of these events. We were often there to help her set up and tear down, and her rolly bags that were completely and utterly packed to the max. She had an entire system on how to do that. So we're all, I think, familiar with that. So we would love to try and continue her legacy by sponsoring some of those costs to some deserving up and coming artists, because that was very important to our mom.
Well, we can certainly do that. We have a professional doll maker intermediate academy where starting artists come in and are mentors, which your mother was a mentor, and we help them learn the art. And we would be happy to do that on a yearly basis. We'll put that on our website, and it won't cost you anything, but it'll be a nice memory for her, and she will love that. That
Thank you.
we can sponsor a couple of people every year.
Yeah, and we will we will work with you on those details, because we want to ensure we're doing what we need to do to help those artists and move it forward. And thank you for being such a wonderful friend to our mother. She spoke very often of all of you, so we feel like we know you.
Thank you.
She would talk about how much fun she had at those shows.
Yeah.
First time I met her was about probably 7 years ago. And this woman came up to me and she said, "Would you be my friend?" I said, "I would love to be your friend. Let's go have a drink." And that's how I met your mom. And
Sounds like her. Sounds just like her.